Yesterday marked 2 months on the trail for me, and about 2 miles, I think I'll be crossing the quarter-way mark on the Appalachian Trail. So I guess looking at that, 4 more months, I'm hoping I can be a little closer. We'll get higher mileage. Yesterday wasn't one of the higher mileages. I thought it was 12 something, but it was actually 13.3, I believe. Despite all the goings on yesterday with the farm museum and the schoolhouse with trail magic and the train going by just after we crossed. And then what I forgot last night on my end of day was the Davis Cemetery, which is also oh, aren't those cool? It was a cemetery for the early settlers, early 1800s and on. Yeah, it was quite an eventful day yesterday. I slept pretty good until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then my air mattress keeps deflating on me. So at least once during the night, if I don't pump it up, I'm kind of like just on the pad, contemplating getting rid of it and trying with just a pad, but I need to be comfortable, especially at night. That's when my body's gonna repair. So I might just have to change it out, which is okay too. And so far today, we have that. Took a while to dry out our tents this morning because we had a thunder and lightning storm last night. It was not right over the top of us, but pretty darn close. And a lot of wind. Mostly at the higher elevations, but it did rain. Ooh. But I stayed dry inside my tent, so just drying the outside of it this morning. But there's a lot of moisture in the air still, so that wasn't very easy. Okay, so beautiful flowers everywhere. So we'll see what today brings. I have no stopping point at this early in the morning. I don't even look anymore. I just pack up in the morning and start walking, and the surprise of things that come is awesome. Sometimes later afternoon, 3:30, 4 o'clock, we'll look at the Far Out app and say, yeah, here's a tent site here, or the shelter is another 5 miles, or like from the last shelter where we had lunch yesterday, it was 19.3. So apparently up ahead here, there was a shelter. I don't know if it got destroyed in a storm or what it was, but I don't think it's there anymore. So that's what made such a long distance between. But if we didn't take the time and we were just pushing for miles and getting to camp half dead, I don't think that's worth it. It isn't worth it to me. So I'd much, much, much rather take some time, learn about some of the history of Southern Virginia, the early settlers. All that stuff is fascinating to me. So yeah, so I think at this point I better strap on my trekking poles, which I'm carrying in my left hand, and see where we get today. And I'll keep you posted as we go along. As you can see, We now have leaves on the trees. It's really kind of nice. Lots of the rhododendron now are starting to pop out, at least at this elevation anyway. I don't even know what elevation I'm at, but that's okay too. I really don't need to know. Saw a salamander earlier this morning. About it for wildlife right now. We tented in an awesome area just outside of a field. I thought maybe I could catch a deer or something out there, but I did see some horses that belonged on a farm. They weren't wild or anything, so yeah, okay. So I will keep you posted, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Talk to you soon. Okay, guys, walk with me for a minute. I do have a surprise coming up, and it's coming pretty quick. All right.
1/4 of the trail is now done. Oh,
Yes.
we're 3/4 of the way done now. On the other side of the tree.
If you're going back south, maybe.
The other side of the tree.
And we're blessed with sunshine again for this occasion.
Guys,
This is like freaking
1/4 of
awesome.
the Appalachian Trail is done.
Yep.
3 more times of this,
Yep.
and we'll be complete.
And if it's the same type of experiences we've had, it's going to fly by. Definitely going to fly by.
Of the way done.
Yay!
That is big.
Wow.
1/4 of the way
That's my
there.
lights around the sign.
Or 3/4 if we're heading that way.
Nice.
Oh, well.
Yeah, if you're southbound, you're 3/4 of the way.
Big
But we're
mile
not
mark,
southbound.
guys. Big mile mark.
Yeah, this is
1/4
fantastic.
of the way there.
Yay! There's a little energy for us, and what do we get for it? A
big climb.
big climb.
3/4 of the way there,
Take
guys.
that.
Now start climbing. Wait a second. Woo! Is the highest point. Langman's Dome was the highest point. Should be downhill all the way,
Yeah, that ain't happening.
right?
All right, fabulous. All right, folks, I'll catch up with you soon when I come across something else that's worthy of film. Talk to you soon. Still Saturday, May 3rd, almost 2 o'clock. Really beautiful part of the trail here. Everything is so green. And a little greasy under the foot. So if I slip and throw the phone and you wind up down over the bank somewhere, I will come get you. Probably won't leave you there. We have passed our quarter mile. We passed our quarter way mark this morning. I was trying to post it, but spinning circle of death. The reception is just too poor for that, so can't seem to get anything to go through. But that's just the way it is. Eventually, I guess it'll go. We're thinking about getting a hostel for tonight. We're both a little muddy, a little bit wet, and our clothes have not been washed in like a while. So it'd be nice to pick up a few things at the hostel that if they have a little resupply, I probably should pick up some more fuel. And just a nice shower and some clean clothes for tomorrow. I'm not taking a zero, we just want to get cleaned up a bit. lots of wetness today. Maybe our shoes will dry out a little. We'll see. We tried to get into the quarterway hostel, but they want you to do it online, and service is crappy to begin with. And they don't do text messages, and they want you to register online. And I did try that, but it keeps telling me to select an appropriate date, which it's in there, right? It just isn't working properly, I guess. So. But anyway, I'll keep you updated. There's another one that's about 4 miles ahead. That'll give us a little more miles for the day, but we're gonna get down to the road here, which is coming up probably half a mile or so, and have a lunch break at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so we'll talk to everybody a little bit later, and I'll keep you updated. Have a good day. Good evening, May 12th. My hiking poles are hanging outside the Bear Garden Hiker Hostel. It's a pretty neat place. Let's see, this morning started out, we got a late start because we dried out our tents as much as we possibly could from the rain overnight, and started hiking a little bit late. Wasn't a hard hike or anything else. It was just, it was just a uphill a little bit, as it always is in the morning, and then get your legs under you and keep going for a while. And let's see, we ran across Optimus and Dr. Quinn on trail today again. It was pretty cool. We knew there was we were soaked. The skies opened up and it poured on us, so we scooted up the road to Quarterway Hostel and tried to get under cover there, which they were gracious and let us in. They didn't have any room for the night there. So we contacted the next one up the line, which is Bear Garden Hiker Hostel. But we stayed at the Quarterway place for, I don't know, maybe almost 2 hours because it was raining. We were soaked and it was raining. We got warmed up a little bit. We got something to eat and some snacks from there, and charged our devices and moved on because we just couldn't, there wasn't any way to stay there. And we hiked on after being, fairly comfortable, fairly dry. We got back on trail, and once we left the Quarterway, we came to here, and on the way here, the skies opened up again, and we were at least as wet, if not more wet, than we were earlier on in the day. So, and it's supposed to rain a considerable amount tonight and most of the day tomorrow, from what I understand. So there's 4 of us at this hostel, and the 4 of us have decided we're going to do a marathon tomorrow. We're going to slack pack 26.8 miles tomorrow. So it is almost 10 o'clock at night. I'm not quite ready for bed yet, but I should be, because tomorrow's going to be a big day. So, all right. We also passed Strongholds Memorial from May of 2019. Some people don't even see it. They fly in through that area, but I was lucky enough to see it, and I took a snapshot of it. So, rest in peace. So overall, it was a very wet day. My shoes are drying inside. They had boot dryers here, so I've got my sneakers over the top of them to dry them out, just to get them wet again tomorrow. But laundry's done, showered, Yeah, I guess we'll have to call it a night. Talk to you tomorrow.